We are now getting reactions from across the country, crossing over to Mombasa County, where the Council of Imams is reacting to yesterday's announcement.
Ya mkoa wa Pwani, kumshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu Azza wa Jalla kwa maombi na dua tulizomuomba kwa ajili ya kutaka amani. Tunamshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu ambaye ametupatia amani katika kipindi hiki cha uchaguzi. Namba 2, tunashukuru wananchi wa Kenya, wale ambao kwamba waliopiga kura na wale ambao kwamba hawakupiga kura, kuweza kudumisha amani na kutulia katika majumba yao baada ya kupiga kura, na wale ambao kwamba hawakupiga kura kuweza kuweka amani katika kipindi hiki. Tunawashukuru. Vile vile tunashukuru IEBC kutekeleza amri waliopewa na Mahakama Kuu kusimamia uchaguzi wa marejeo uliofanyika tarehe 26 na jambo hilo likaweza kukamilika. Pia tunawapa shukrani kwa kutekeleza huo wajibu wao. Vile vile tunampongeza Rais Uhuru Kenyatta kuweza kuchaguliwa tena kwa mara ya pili katika uchaguzi huu ambao kwamba umefanyika tarehe 26, yeye na msaidizi wake, deputy wake ambaye kwamba ni Mheshimiwa Bwana William Ruto. Tunatoa maombi wakati huu kwa Mwenyezi Mungu, kumuomba tena kama tulivyoomba amani na Mungu akatuitikia na Wakenya wakakubali kuweka amani. Tunamuomba Mwenyezi Mungu, ikiwa vijana wa Kenya wanaelekea kufanya uchaguzi, wale darasa la 8 na vile wakifanya mtihani wakati huu ambao kwamba darasa la 8 na vile vile wanaofanya mtihani wa kidato cha 4, tunaomba Wakenya wote tuwaombe vijana wetu hawa waweze kuwa na utulivu kufanya mitihani yao wakati huu bila ya hofu yoyote kutoka katika nyoyo zao, na sisi wa Kenya tukiwa wananchi wa taifa hili tuweke amani kipindi hiki ambacho watoto wetu wanafanya mtihani na baada ya mtihani, kwa sababu amani ndiyo tunahitaji sana katika taifa letu la Kenya. Tungependa kuwakumbusha wa Kenya, huu uchaguzi wa marejeo uliofanyika tarehe 26 umegharimu taifa la Kenya karibu bilioni 14, pesa ambazo kwamba zingesaidia katika maendeleo ya taifa letu. Kura ishafanyika, na tukumbuke tena ya kwamba hasara iliyopatikana kipindi hiki cha siku 60 tukingojea kufanya uchaguzi ni karibu bilioni 700 tumepoteza kwa sababu ya hofu na kampeni za vitisho vilivyokuwa vikiendelea katika taifa letu la Kenya. Wakati umefika tusahau yote yaliyopita. Kampeni zimekwisha. Ni wakati wa Kenya wasahau mambo ya kugombana kwa sababu ya vyama. Huu ni wakati tukae pamoja, tushirikiane, tuweze kujenga taifa letu la Kenya, tuweze kufanya shughuli zetu za kawaida, kwa sababu Kenya inatuhitaji sisi wananchi ambao kwamba tuwenye kuweka amani. Tunapinga kwa nguvu zote aina yoyote ya vuguvugu, movement ambao kwamba zinataka kuleta vurugu na kutaka mamlaka kwa njia ya nguvu au kwa njia ambayo kwamba si ya kikatiba, wala njia ambayo kwamba si ya kanuni ya nchi hii, ambayo kwamba mavuguvugu ambayo kwamba yanaweza kutusababishia vifo, hasara ya mali, kuuliwa kwa watu, kuharibika kwa biashara na kushindwa kusafiri kutoka sehemu nyingine hadi sehemu nyingine. Sisi viongozi wa dini jambo hilo tunalipinga kabisa. Tunataka Wakenya waheshimu ama tuheshimu katiba ya nchi yetu, tufuate kanuni za nchi, mabunge yetu ya Senate na bunge la kitaifa iwe ndio sehemu viongozi wa kisiasa wakiwa na mahitaji ya jambo lao wakai chini huko ndani katika haya majumba mawili washauriane, waweze kupitisha yale mambo ambayo kwamba wako yamo ndani ya roho yao. Lakini leo yataka tukuelewe ya kwamba wananchi wa Kenya hakuna kitu kingine chochote wanahitaji hivi sasa zaidi ya amani. Amani hiyo ndiyo itawezesha walioko nje waweze kurudi hapa nchini. Tukumbuke ya kwamba kilichosababisha Libya kuharibika, Syria, Iraqi, Yemen, Somalia na nchi nyinginezo ni vuguvugu la wananchi kuingia barabarani, mwisho kushika silaha, wakauana wao kwa wao, na mpaka leo hakuna utulivu. Tukumbukeni wa Kenya, nchi yetu ya Kenya inavyokuwa nchi inayotegemewa katika pembe ya bara la Afrika. Leo tuna wakimbizi kutoka sehemu tofauti: Ethiopia, Rwanda, Burundi, Sudani Kusini, Sudani ya Kati na nchi nyingine na Somalia, ambao kwamba watu wote wanategemea ile amani iliyoko ndani ya Kenya. Tusiharibu nchi yetu, hatujui tutakwenda wapi, na Mungu asijalie kabisa vuguvugu lolote hapa Kenya ambalo kwamba litaweza kutuharibia maisha. Taifa la Kenya linasifika kwa demokrasia. Ndio nchi ya kwanza Afrika Mashariki na ya Kati kuwa na vyama vingi vya kisiasa, na ndio nchi ya kwanza kuweka katiba iliyo bora, katiba ambayo kwamba katika ulimwengu nafikiri iko karibu katika zile 10 bora, katiba 10 bora za dunia, mojawapo ni katiba ya Kenya, na katika bara la Afrika katiba ya Kenya ndiyo inayoongoza. Kwa hivyo tutumieni sharia, katiba kutatua matatizo yetu. Kipindi hiki tukingojea rais kuapishwa, na baada ya kuapishwa, tafadhalini ndugu zangu wa Kenya, ndugu zetu wa Kenya, dada zetu, baba zetu, mababu zetu na wengineo, viongozi wetu wa siasa, tusahauni yaliyopita.
The Council of Imams calling for the nation to move on, to move forward, talking about how expensive this repeat exercise was for the country, and indeed calling for normalcy to resume in parts of the country, and asking Kenyans to go on with their daily activities. We are crossing over now to Stephen Leto, who is in Kakamega, as we continue. Stephen Leto is in Migori County. Senator is in Migori County, and we want to take a listen at what's happening on the ground. Good morning, Stephen.
Well, very good morning to you, Lilian Muli there in studio. Indeed, we continue keeping touch on what is happening in the entire Migori County. And right now, we are in Awendo sub-county that forms part of Rongo constituency. Of course, even as the celebrations spills over to the second day upon the announcement or declaration of Uhuru Kenyatta as the president-elect, anxiety continues to grip this particular region where we in regards to the grand announcement that the National Super Alliance is set to give any moment from now, right there at their Wiper headquarters. And what is being expected here is a way forward from Raila Odinga, who is the NASA boss, and from his supporters down at the grassroots level. They are saying they are expecting either two things from the NASA leadership: either to announce that there will be demonstrations going forward, or they will be demanding another election in 90 days. And so, Lilian, that is just part of the thoughts here in Migori County. You hear people shouting that we want Baba to speak, ama tunataka Baba aongee. That is exactly the situation here in Migori County, saying that and anything that will be arrived at, or anything that will be agreed upon by the National Super Alliance leadership in their parliamentary group meeting today, that is exactly what their supporters at the grassroots grassroots level are saying they will follow. Of course, yesterday they did dismiss that particular declaration that was made by IEBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati, saying that that did not amount to a free, fair poll, since the other part of the country, them being part of, that is Migori County, did not take part, and they say they were not intending, to participate in that election that they say was a sham. And of course, that is just the mood on the ground, but business, Lillian, has resumed. It is on its feet across several constituencies that we've been able to visit for the last 3 days. That is the beginning on Friday. After that, or rather Saturday, when that particular repeat poll was dismissed, we were able to traverse through Suna West constituency. We even went to the Kuria West and Kuria East constituencies, Suna East, Uriri constituencies, as well as Rongo, where we are right now. Business has resumed, but you could feel that, anxiety continues to grip this zone. Everyone saying that they are waiting for that hour where Raila Odinga will be making his announcement. Remember, this part of Awendo is some part of where you could say the center of political resistance in Migori County, where the locals here are saying that they are not going, to let it go until they hear a way forward from the NASA leadership. And so behind me, Lillian, is a crowd that is, agitated of some sort, saying that they are waiting for that time when the National Super Alliance leadership will be giving their update on the way forward. And if I can just show you pictures of a town that is in a near standstill, Lillian, their supporters, those are supporters of Raila Odinga, saying that they are waiting for that hour, Lillian, where they can, give them a way forward. Because as we speak right now, Lillian, everything is a standstill, and that there is that anxiety that people, however much that the businesses are back, they cannot, move on as yet until they get that particular way forward, or that announcement from Raila Odinga, who is their NASA leader. And so, Lillian, that is just what we are trying to keep in touch and see how that particular message from Raila Odinga will be, received by his supporters here at the grassroots level. Of course, from here, Lillian, we are going to Rongo town, then back to Migori, whereby we are going to see the situation, how that message will be, taken in by the supporters of Raila Odinga. And of course, I've given you some options that they are saying they will want to hear, whether they will be demanding a fresh elections after 90 days, as alluded by the NASA leader in one of his rallies in Nairobi, or they are going to hear whether they are going now to take part in what Raila Odinga announced, that it will be part of a civil disobedience as announced by the National Super Alliance. And so for now, Lillian, I'll hand it back to studio. But from here, of course, we are all waiting to hear what Raila Odinga will have to tell his supporters, and how his supporters, Lillian, will take that in, or whether they will reject that particular move that will be taken by Raila Odinga, or they will take it in and embrace it going forward. And so for now, Lillian, it is back to you.
Stephen Leto is live in Awendo, and we are now going to be talking to Hassan Mugambi, who is coming to us live from Kakamega.
Itabidi niandike noise maker sasa. Itabidi niandike noise maker nyamaza.
Well, thank you very much, Lillian. We are in Kakamega County, like you have mentioned. This is a county that is as tranquil as it is anxious, waiting for Raila Odinga, the opposition leader, to make the way forward as is expected. Remember, yesterday he said that he will be making, channeling, or rather forging the way forward today. And this is a county that is also waiting for that particular particular message from the opposition leader, given that if at all the numbers of the August 8th general election are anything to go by, this is an opposition zone. And I will be speaking to some of them to just know what exactly are they expecting in Raila Odinga's address today. Labda kwanza tukianza na wewe, uanze kwanza na jina lako, alafu tueleze ni yapi unatarajia kutokana na wosia wa Raila Odinga hii leo. Amesema kwamba atatoa mwelekeo hii leo.
Mimi kwa majina naitwa Bernard Namunyu kutoka Mukulusu, naishi hapa Kakamega County. Mimi kwa moyo wangu niko nahitaji baba akiongea mambo yenye italeta amani miongoni mwetu, maana kweli hii kura imefanyika, ichafurahisha wananchi, imefurahisha Chebukati na President Uhuru, lakini watu wengine tumehusinika ndani ya mioyo yetu, maana hakuna mwenye alikuwa anapingana na yeye, lakini kura zenye amepata saa ipo sana. Angepata 15 milioni ndio tujue kweli alipita kura. Hayo tu.
Naam. Labda kwa wewe kama maoni yako ni yapi? Kwanza kabisa uanze na jina lako, alafu tueleze maoni yako ni yapi kuambatana na mwelekeo wa Raila Odinga ambao anatarajia kutoa hii leo.
Mimi kwa majina najulikana kama Imbai Mike Sakwa aka Malik Wembe. Kitu ambaye anajua Raila anaenda kusema, aende kotini na aseme tu ya kwamba hii kura haikuwa kura ya halali. Tupige tu kura kulingana na 90 days bila alisema. Hii ukora ya Uhuru sisi hatutambui na tunajua ya kwamba aliiba kura na Uhuru hatukuogopa.
Kwanza kabisa naomba kukukosoa, manake huwezi ita mtu mkora katika television national na huna ithibati. Kwa hivyo tazungumza na mwingine.
Hakika kwa majina mimi naitwa Philip Aura, nikiwa mkazi wa maeneo ya Kakamega. Kwangu naweza sema kwamba hii kura kwa upande wangu naona kwamba haikuwa kura ya hakika kulingana vile ilivyopigwa. Kwa maana hata ukiwa kiongozi ni vyema watu wote kukupenda, lakini sasa mtu mmoja kukupenda inaonekana kwamba kuna madoadoa kwa nchi na inaonekana kwamba kuna shida. Kiongozi mzuri watu wote wanakupenda, lakini sasa mimi nakosa kuelewa bwana Uhuru ama bwana Rais atajumuisha namna gani haya makundi mawili kukuwa na amani na kuyaongoza yote, na iwapo kwamba kuna pande moja penye aompendi. Ni hayo tu.
Naam, that is some of what they are saying, some of the residents here, and I'm seeing one here agitated to kind of to speak, but just
majina yangu ni Fred. Majina yangu ni Fred.
Agenda.
Kitu ya kwanza tunaongea kama Kakamega County, hatukupiga kura. Kitu ya kwanza nitakana ajue hivyo. Sasa hizo kura zimetoka Kakamega, hatujui zimetoka pande gani. Wasisema ni kaunti 5. Kaunti ya Kakamega haikupiga kura. Wasisema 4.
So tuliona kwamba kura ilifanyika, tulikuwa hapa wakati kura ilikuwa inafanyika. Kuna baadhi ya maeneo ambayo yalipiga kura, kwa hivyo huwezi ukasema haukupiga kura kama Kakamega. That is what Kakamega County is feeling right now, and I will be speaking to some of them in another area of this particular town, and we'll be coming to you with more from Kakamega County. Over to you, Lillian.
We're going to be getting winding remarks from our guest panelists in studio this morning, as of course we wait for that presser from the WIPA headquarters here, where the NASA co-principals are expected to be making their way to make an announcement following yesterday's declaration of Uhuru Kenyatta as president-elect. We'll be bringing you pictures from the WIPA headquarters. Earlier, Francis Gashuri had told us that he is expecting the NASA co-principals to be making their way there. We don't know whether Kalonzo Musyoka will be in attendance. He was out of the country. We're yet to confirm whether he will also be in attendance at that NASA briefing. As we conclude, Steve Ogola, we're talking about the likely scenarios that are likely to play out and what NASA is likely to announce either this morning or this afternoon. Should they choose to go the petition way, and should the court uphold this election, then what?
If the court upholds the election, Lillian, the president is sworn in within 7 days, as per the constitution. And I think now, at this level, because politics, for sure, we are done with politics until the court says so. Let's get serious with some basics. We have our settled legal conviction as a country. And I think there are some things that are not open to debate at all. What one of those things that are not open to debate is whether Kenya should have an election now until the court makes the determination. We can't debate that. We are in the process of election dispute resolution. We must accept that and be able to innovate within that challenge. If the Supreme Court takes us back to the ballot, Jubilee must equally be cautious not to delegitimize such an outcome, because when someone goes to court, you have the opportunity of succeeding at the courts, which means the election is nullified and you go back to the election, or you have the opportunity of preserving the outcome of the election, which means NASA must equally uphold and respect the validity of that outcome. But what I see is this election has left us deeply divided, and it is, I think, it would be very unwise for anybody to imagine that this country can be healed without conversation. We must have a conversation, and I think, as the other leaders have stated, Uhuru Kenyatta must reach out to Raila Odinga, if only to preserve his legitimacy. Because the fact is this: if he's able to renew his mandate, at the ballot, and also have that mandate upheld by the court, there's a significant population, as you've seen from the clips, that do not believe that Uhuru Kenyatta was properly elected, although the constitution is very clear that he was elected as per the threshold. What that means is that he needs to reach out to Raila, create opportunity for dialogue. Both ends must have pragmatic requirements or pragmatic demands that can be met within the law. Otherwise, if we start innovating and looking for solutions outside the constitution, then really there is no end. We'll be groping in darkness without a clear pathway.
To you, Mheshimiwa Manzo, should the Supreme Court uphold, if at all, you as NASA choose to go the litigation way, should the court uphold this election, then what for NASA?
Well, if that were to be the case, and that's really hypothetical, then it means NASA will continue pressing for reform within the Constitution. And I want to restate that whatever NASA does has been doing it within the Constitution. The Constitution allows all the mechanisms we are following. There's the freedom of expression. There's even freedom under international law and even local law of self-determination. So there's no way you can squeeze people or you see whatever methods, be it the courts, they have a right still within the Constitution and within the law. Therefore, we'll be pursuing that law. But most important, whatever the decision comes from courts, Kenya must be united and the leaders must spearhead that. I do agree that dialogue is necessary, and most important, we must remove the ethnic hatred, because this is what is the major problem of the country. And when America was struggling with the black community diminished and with very few rights, Martin Luther King said he found it better to stick with love, because hate was a greater burden to bear. I think this is what Kenya is going through. We need to find it in ourselves, and especially the leaderships, to love each other as a nation. Because pursuing the path of hate, which is what I can see is common now, is much a greater burden for this country. I'll be joining the NASA team at our offices in Wiper, so that I can also be part of what is happening in NASA and what is happening in the country. I've also got my own ideas, which I've collected from Wananchi since this happened yesterday, to share with them so that we can make Kenya a greater nation. Kenya is greater than any one of us, and we really need to take care of the sovereign power of the people. That must be respected, and I believe the courts will look at that. Obviously, under the current provision of the Constitution, this election cannot stand.
Well, we are yet to see, but Senator Linturi, the grandstanding between NASA and Jubilee, and where that leaves the electorate, who have taken a beating economy-wise in most of their businesses. For those that are entrepreneurs, you hear the Council of Imams, religious leaders, the civil society calling for an end to this impasse. So, is there an end in sight in all of this, apart from the legal recourse that's likely to play out? What would be the ideal way forward for the nation to move forward?
Lillian, let me say that there can't be any other perfect and legal way of getting out of this other than use the processes that are provided for in our constitution. And I would want to make it very clear now that NASA will not have any locus to approach the court for resolution of any electoral dispute the way things are, because we say in equity that EU 6 equity must go with clean hands. And NASA's hands are dirty. NASA has blood in its own hands. These are the people that mobilized people not to vote. And there is no way that NASA would go to a court to expect the court to listen to them, considering the background of what they've been doing. So they can only use the civil society, they can only use any other voter to really champion their interests through the legal system. But allow me also say that the kind of the clip that I saw on these people calling themselves Sautietu or Watuetu, I don't remember who they are. At times I wonder who these people talk for. The civil society is so compromised, and I am sure that these people are no longer objective. These characters here assemble themselves here and before national television
they actually called we the people.
Yes, they just come here to justify the kind of handouts of money that is receiving from donors, and to discredit our system. To discredit a system that has gone so well to the extent that Kenyans are saying have some sigh of relief. I'm doing this with a lot of respect, because the people that I accept they have a right to say it. They must also respect my right to critique what they are saying. If it's Mahanso that they sit and saying, I'm speaking on behalf of the people of Makueni, whoever, I would understand. But when a few people who have no history of championing public interest, that pisses me off completely. And especially when you hear what they are really talking about. When I saw that they speak, I cannot understand. It's bringing us to a situation whereby we require a caretaker government. From where? I am surprised. So this is not the type of debate that I would want to engage myself in, but I'm telling Kenyans to really maintain their cool. Let us ensure that there is no violence. I hope Raila Odinga comes today and says, you know what? I have realized that this country has to move on, and since I've tried this thing, I was a supporter in 1997 when we was running on an NDP ticket. And that particular time, for the last 20 years, he's been trying it and say, no, you gentlemen, I hang my boots. And now, let me now hand over this baton to these Akina Mahansos and the others. That will be the perfect way to move forward. But listen, if he is the kind of person that would want to listen to, with your respect to Mahanso and Kina Orengo, with due respect, because he's also been my lawyer. These are people that have not been able to achieve certain things of ascending to presidency and don't want to be there to be in control by using Raila permanently. I think this is not the right way to go.
And finally, Janet.
I think it's important for us to know whichever side of the political divide that you fall, there is nobody that can get the other out of Kenya. All of us are here to stay, so we'd rather make it better for everyone else. And the biggest responsibility goes to the political class. I would really want to see them investing more in uniting Kenyans more than dividing Kenyans, because we know that the political class does a lot in their own interest. Sometimes it really breaks my heart to see the many young people that usually the politicians parade as their foot soldiers. And I wonder if every politician is to put to account, to be asked how he tried to make sure that at least the number of youths that they put as foot soldiers are lesser at least the consequent voting year. You know, because the youth also need to know that when they come out of the streets to just defend a few ideologies, they need also to start pressing questions. What is the outcome of this, and how does it favor us? Because I think that has been the biggest loophole, because there is already ready fodder for the political class to use to destabilize a few things. But I think at the end of the day, and even a big challenge to the president-elect, whatever the turnout, you know, whatever the outcome, should there be a legal, you know, process, I think we better invest in uniting the republic, because all of us are here to stay. So we have an opportunity of embracing each other or perishing together as fools.
We thank you for your time. We are going to take a very short break now, and when we come back, we'll be having Brian Okoth with the day's trends, even as we get those pictures from the Wiper headquarters here in Nairobi County. A number of legislators who are on the NASA side of the political divide, making their way to the Wiper headquarters, where we expect the NASA co-principals to make their way, of course, very shortly or later on in the day. Our man on the ground, Francis Gashuri, staying with that story. We're back with more. Stay tuned.